All right, thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. My name is Olukunle Abraham, and of course, whenever you see me, you know there is matter. There is a matter to discuss, and of course, the one we are discussing today is an update on something we have discussed before. You know that news that went viral about Nigerian government giving 1.15 billion naira to Niger Republic, a sister country, you know, a neighboring country, you know, for 10 vehicles. Yes, we are going back to that matter, even though the matter is already dying down in Nigeria, because you know I don't understand how things work. It seems as if there's a kind of head that blows generally in Africa, and that makes us to behave virtually the same way. So you see a Nigerian behaves, you know, in a similar way to a Nigerian, to a Benin, to a Ghanaian, to, you know, and to a Ghanaian rather, and so on and so forth. But then even when you check it, we are still distinct. You know, maybe because of the kind of, you know, facilities that we enjoy and all of that makes us to behave a little bit differently. But then coming up at this time to deny the fact that, you know, we saw papers, which I actually showed you on this, I showed you on that video then, showing that the government did not deny it. Our government did not deny it. In fact, the Minister of Finance, I recall, said that it's been on the table for quite some time, and the president is just felt like, let's sort this out before he leaves office and all of that. So it's not like it was a new, like one new thing like that. However, we saw in the news just now that the Nigerians are already, they denied the fact that, you know, they received such money. Let's look at it in detail. Then you are free to drop your comment. Make them simple and civil. We will let our network roll very well. We just hope that someday things will get much better, and we will have a much better and saner, like as I would put it, in a much wonderful, sincere, peaceful and serene environment. Okay, maybe I should use the word serene environment, and, you know, a system that works. If we might just borrow that word, a system that works not just in Nigeria but also in Africa. Now, the president of Niger Republic, Mohamed Bazoum, has denied receiving 1.15 billion naira vehicle gifts from President Muhammadu Buhari. His administration. Nigeria's president claimed contradicted Minister of Finance Zainab Ahmed statement concerning the alleged gifts to Niger Republic. Recall that the federal government had on Wednesday, August 3rd, 2020, confirmed that President Muhammadu Buhari regime disbursed 1.14 billion naira to Niger Republic for the purchase of vehicles for security purposes. Now, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, who gave the confirmation, explained that providing interventions to the neighboring Niger Republic is not new, and it is the prerogative of President Muhammadu Buhari to approve such purchase. However, reports has revealed that the Nigerian Minister of Defense, Al Kasum, in that toll, rebutted President Buhari's claim, saying that it was only Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawali that gifted the Maradi region 5 Hilux vans, which 4 of the vehicles have already been received by the Nigerian government. Idato, who spoke on behalf of his country's president, insisted that the claim by the federal government of Nigeria is untrue, despite the efforts of its troops to protect Nigerians from terror attack from Boko Haram and Al-Shabaab militants. The defense minister of Niger reiterated that it was only Governor Mitawali who gave the Maradi region Hilux vans, not the Buhari regime, as claimed by the Nigerian's minister, finance minister. Now, the question is, how come those papers? Questions that might come to mind is, Were those papers now forged papers to just to move money out of the federation account? Or a lot of things just cross your mind when you hear certain things. And not that you are pointing accusing fingers, but then you are wondering, so what now happened? But because the papers that we saw online actually showed that there was a process that had to do with that, and even the Minister of Finance came out to say it's true, we gave such money, and the people on the other end are now saying they did not receive such. Who do we believe? Who do we believe? Who do we believe? This is Nigeria. Now he said the claims for that the Minister of Finance made are untrue. That it's not the federal government that gave them money. They didn't even receive money. They received vehicles. In fact, they only received 4 out of the 5 vehicles that the governor Governor Matawale promised them. Said a translation of the French statement of the top Nigerian official privy to the issue. That's what they said. Now, the population of Zamfara, who are on the border with Niger, call more on the Nigerian soldiers who respond to the minute than even those of their own country, he added. In other words, Zamfara people even call on the Nigerian soldiers who will respond much. I mean, that does not sound well, as far as our security system, our soldiers are concerned. These guys are trying, they are doing the best, but then he just said that now Buhari's administration had claimed to have contracted Kaura Motors Nigeria Limited with Fidelity Bank account number 4010638472 to purchase 10 Toyota Land Cruiser Jeeps for Niger Republic for 1.15 billion naira. That's 10 of them, and that's about 105 million naira for each of them. That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, even if they are bulletproof, However, an independent journalist, David O'Day, just like I mentioned earlier, had posted the photo of a budget office document showing the payment of 1.15 billion naira, questioning why the government made the payment. And remember, it went viral, and a lot of questions, dusts were, rose. There was a lot of dust out there, like, we have our own issues. You are even giving out money. We have debt to pay. We have debt to service. We have all sort of things, and you are dashing out money. It's not the time to be any kind of Father Christmas. He asked the president to explain why scarce public sector resources were being expended on Niger Republic without it appearing on official budget office documentation. The document generated reactions from many Nigerians online, with many questioning the federal government's generosity to the neighboring country when public universities in Nigeria remain closed for months over the inability of the government to meet up with the demands of ASU. Now, the minister had responded to questions at the end of a week. A weekly Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by Buhari at the council chambers, saying Nigeria had a policy of assisting its neighbors to strengthen capacity to deal with insecurity. She had told newsmen that the president had the liberty to assess what was in the best interest of the country. She had maintained that the president reserved the right to take decisions in the interest of Nigeria, adding that this was not the first time the country was providing such interventions to its neighbors. The minister had responded to questions at the end of that executive council, which was presided over by the president, saying Nigeria had a policy of assisting neighboring countries. Now, she had told newsmen that, once again, the president is at liberty to take decisions. And that brings me to people, to question people who say Peter Obi, for instance, if he wins the elections of 2023, cannot rule Nigerians without Labour Party members in in the house. And a few days ago, Peter Obi had responded saying that, look, I'm going to rule Nigeria. I can rule Nigeria with Labour Party being in the minority in the House of Assembly. All you need to do is to carry everybody along. Since you are not partisan, you are not selfish, you are not self-centered about what you're doing, even people on the other side will support you as long as it is in the interest of the country. once there is no selfish interest or self-centered interest, then you are sure to have the support of virtually everybody. Now, and so the president, and why I mentioned that is the fact is this part where the Minister of Finance said, you know, the president is at liberty to take decisions on behalf of Nigeria. You know, and so she had maintained that the president reserved that right to take the decision in the interest of Nigeria, adding that this was not the first time the country was approving such intervention to its neighbors. So do feel free to drop a comment, make it simple, and stay within the context of our discussion. Be civil in your responses and comments. You are free to, you know, share with us opinions. Yes, we are open to your opinions. We are open, yes, even though you are entitled to your opinions. Whatever opinions you drop on these platforms, you are responsible for them. We disclaim, we're taking disclaimers. We do a disclaimer with respect to any comments that you make. They are totally your opinion and not the opinion of ONIF TV. And so we put the issue on the table, and we just look at it from different angles. However, we still advise that whenever you are dropping your comment, make them simple and civil without, you know, stepping on toes. However, again, I still say we are open to your opinions. We are open to your advice and to your, however you think we can be of better, be better, really resourceful to you. You know, so please do talk to us. Feel free and help us to like our page. Also share our page with others. We will appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Once again, my name is Olukunle Abraham, and I will always be there, to bring you updates as touching matters like this. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.